Now we're back to Incheon Stadium. Right now the game will be the Hong Kong against China. I think this game is going to be really tough.
So, Oscar, what do you think this upcoming game between China and Hong Kong?
Well, first of all, for China, I heard that the government, they put a lot of money to China, so try to develop the Chinese team. And also, well, the Hong Kong, they played in the World Series and they won against Japan. Well, as you saw, the Chinese team, when they played against UAE, they made a lot of tries, and the physical, it was really brilliant. Well, I think this game is good. It's gonna be really tough. And also, there's an issue against there was an issue China against Hong Kong. So anyway, I think this is gonna be a really tough game. Now kickoff for Hong Kong. Nice kickoff. Middle rock. Going to the left side. Look at the speed. I think he's going to roll away. Yes, definitely. That play interfered the guy who's coming to the gate. Now going to the right side. It's really quick. Going to forward. Can he make it?
She's coming back inside.
Well, Hong Kong, as I said to you, they played in the World Series and they're showing that they have a lot of experience through the World Series. Good defense from Hong Kong. Nice pressure. Chinese are going to the right side. Going forward. What a speed! What a speed! Look at that speed!
He got the speed, and there you go. Try for China.
As I said to you, like Chinese, they try to prepare a lot, and government put the money inside, a lot of money to the Chinese team. So I think this game is going to be 50-50.
And you know what impressed me a lot with this China's team, because as you said earlier, they put so much money investing on the team. Look at their physicality. They have the same height, they are really well built, as you can see.
Now let's have a look. Can Hong Kong make it again? Well, I expect that they could show their levels to China. Well, at the first round, they were the winners, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's have a look. Nice catch from Hong Kong. Now going to the left side. Making contact. What a good balance from Hong Kong. Now Chinese, they have to make a... Oh!
Was it a knock-on?
There was a knock-on.
Yes.
Now for this moment, Hong Kong, they have to win that pressure. Well, as we look at this right now, Chinese are putting pressure a lot to Hong Kong. But in this moment, Hong Kong, they have to win that pressure.
Yeah. They also need to put a pressure on their attacking towards China.
Now there's a scrum. Ball is out. Going to the space.
Was it a high
Yeah,
kick? Yes.
that was quite high. I do agree with the referee. Got the ball.
Will he pass?
I think he might missed the ball to forward. Yeah, that was a knock-on. Well, as a coach, I think, Chinese coach is going to got really angry because, as you know, when you're a player, when you play the ball in that moment, coaches always ask to the players, we have to make a try in this moment.
Yes.
But if it was just a mistake, like a knock-on, then the coach is going to be really angry.
It's just unlucky for the team, but we still need to play on.
Referee blow for a heads up.
Ooh.
Nice kick for Hong Kong. Chinese got the ball. Now they have to play the ball to the opposite.
As you can see, the Hong Kong defense, they just rush up to the China's. Oh.
Rock. Going to the left. Oh, I think they can make a try.
What a great short pass by the China players. Another try for China from number 5.
Well, the sevens is only about the game, who could play, who could attack the space, who could get the ball, who could win the pressure, who could pass the ball well. That's it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Well, right now, Chinese and Hong Kong, both of them, they felt the pressure right now. But in this moment, Chinese, they won the pressure, tried to attack the space, get the ball, try to make a momentum.
Yeah, the China coach looks so happy.
Now let's have a look. Another kickoff from China. Oh, a nice kick. Oh, they missed the ball again. China's got the ball. There was a knock-on from Hong Kong. Well, at the first time, both teams had a small mistake, but right now Chinese won their pressure, but I think Hong Kong didn't win the pressure yet.
Still try to fit in the game, I guess. They couldn't read the game well, and China just takes advantage towards them.
Now it's going to the side, going to the right side. Look at the
Great
speed.
stab by number 6.
Oh, can he make it? Oh, before that.
Let's see what's the referee
The
call. Yeah.
AO call for a touch, I think.
It looks like
I think.
because the leg is already outside.
Oh, there's no TMO and the AO call for a touch. But I also think that there's a touch, definitely, because before the ball goes to the ground, I saw the legs are going to the outside. So the touch to Hong Kong.
At that moment, I guess the AR plays like really important role.
Is that a maul? Or is it? Oh, there was a knock-on. Well, for me, as a referee, I also had an experience about that moment. For example, there was going to try, but
How did you handle that kind of situation if you're not sure?
Well, first of all, when I'm a referee, I ask the AR, but it depends on about his levels and but anyway, I sometimes go for a TMO. Anyway.
TMO gonna be the best choice.
I think there's gonna be one more play. Ball goes to China. Let's see if they can make a try again. Advantage to Hong Kong for an straight, I think, sir. Going to his side.
So Hong Kong can do something from here.
Now they have to win the ball. Oh, I think. Yes, definitely, yes. I agree, yes.
It's a great rock over by China.
It was a little bit unlucky that Chinese, they tried to get the ball, but the referee called for a hands in ground. But I do agree about that decision. There's a touch.
I think it's gonna be the last play before the first half end.
Well, I think Hong Kong made a momentum again. Oh, there's a free kick for 1 meter offside, I think so. Hong Kong chose the scrum. Well, I hope that Hong Kong could make a momentum in this moment. They have to make a try right now.
This is the last opportunity before the first half end. Let's see.
Nice ball going to the left. Going to his side, going to his space. Can he make it? Where's the supporter? Going forward.
Oh, what a great one.
Nice try for Hong Kong. Will Simmons
Right under the post.
Will Simmons is only this one. Like it's only like catching the ball, going forward, looking for the support.
Yes.
I think that's it. And this moment, Hong Kong, as I said to you, Hong Kong made a good tactically they made a good try. Now it's break time for 2 minutes. So for you, second half break time, what you actually like? What do you guys speak with the players?
You mean between the players,
Yes,
among the players?
when you were a player.
Basically, we try to look upon what we've done, any mistake or any good things that we've done in the first half, and we try to improve, to talk about on how to improve for the next half.
Well, as a referee, like as you see,
I should ask you, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you as a referee? What were you like talking about during the break time?
oh, like for us, like especially for sevens, we go to the middle side over there and just ask, like for example, like was there any issues? Was there any issues? And then and that's it. Yeah.
Do you have any cramps or anything?
Yeah.
Was it like that?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes like the referee also could get the cramp kind of things. Yeah.
Yep. It's gonna be a little bit cold.
Yeah.
Since
Right now it's raining.
1979, we've been searching for perfection. We've been thinking,
Since the weather is quite pretty
sketching,
cold and then the raining, I
and
think
designing.
the team really needs to warm up like a little bit more.
we've been building, assembling.
Well, for the
and
players, it's gonna
strengthening.
be really tough. Like as I said to you before, they just played from Bangkok, and like there's a lot of countries which is really hot. Like for example, like Hong Kong or like UAE, Sri
We've been
Lanka.
cutting
But right now, Korea right now
shaping,
is really cold
and painting.
and it's raining right now. So let's have a look who could win that with a kickoff from China. Nice tackle. Oh, they got the ball and they won the tackle. Supporter, but there's a roll player. Yep, definitely that's a penalty.
I guess after the first try for Hong Kong, I think they are going to do their best to like win this game. But let's see.
Nice kick from Hong Kong. Well, like for me, like as a referee, like well, I always say to players, please stand over here and stand over here like that. But when the players don't listen to my word, I sometimes get embarrassed. Anyway, so the Hong Kong got the ball, going to the space. Nice supporter, going to the left side again. Oh, look at that. The Chinese there giving a pressure look. And they escape from the pressure, going to space. Oh, I think that's going to be high.
Tackle.
Yes, definitely yes. The hands went to the neck. That should be penalty for high tackle. Now it's the D zone. With Chinese, they have to win that pressure. And there's going to be a substitution from China. Alright, time is on. Nice competition. The Hong Kong got the ball. Nice support.
Coming back inside. Looks who's there to support.
Oh, there's going to be a penalty, I think so. Offside, yes, definitely, yes. Are they going to kick again? No, they have to make a try. Right now, Hong Kong is 7 and China is 10.
Try to do something there.
Nice contact. Going to the right side. Going to the space. Where's the supporter?
Great defense by China.
Yes, definitely a penalty. Going to the middle side. Can he make it?
Oh,
Well, like as I said to you, like Sevens is only like attacking his space
yes.
and trying to win the pressure. Yeah.
He's using his physicality to just go through the defenders.
Number 9 from Hong Kong has scored a try and scored 5 points.
Conversion to Hong Kong.
The scores now is 12-10.
Nice kick. Now the Chinese isn't under pressure.
But you know what? Anything can happen in the 7th game. And we still have 3 more minutes left. Anything could happen.
What a nice kick for Hong Kong. Oh, he missed the ball to the forward.
Scrum to Hong Kong.
The remaining time is 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and I think for this moment, the team who wins is like who doesn't make a mistake, and the team who makes a mistake, that team's gonna lose this game. So
I totally agree with you.
we could see that like Chinese and Hong Kong, both teams are giving a pressure to each team. So going to the left side. What he's going to do?
Dummy.
Ball's out. I think there's an advantage for offside. I think so. Oh, that was just a knock on. Now 2 minutes to go. Substitution from Hong Kong. Well, in this moment, Chinese, they have to get the ball. Well, even if like Hong Kong has the ball, but they have to push the scrum and give a pressure to Hong Kong. Well, Chinese, they gave a pressure to Hong Kong a lot, and then Hong Kong made a mistake. So
Yes.
Chinese have to make their chance to win this game.
The Chinese trying to like get the ball.
Oh, look at that strength. Make a rock, going to the side. Kane going to forward.
Oh, great
what a-
handoff by number 2.
What a nice try from Kane. Look at that. Going forward, just what a beast. Well, I think like, well, first time, as I said to you, like, well, Chinese government, they try to invest a lot to the Chinese team, and also Hong Kong, they prepare a lot, and also they had the experience through their World Series.
Yeah.
And Hong Kong, they are showing us that they do have experience through the World Series. So. But right now, we have 30 seconds, but Chinese, they do also have a chance to win the game.
Yes. But even if the Chinese got the opportunity to score a try, but I guess they couldn't make it since the score right now is 19-10.
Now time is on. Going to his space, looking to his space. Where's the spotter? Oh, Hong Kong got the ball. and Hong Kong kicked the ball, but the hooter didn't blow up.
Yeah, no.
I think the players thought that the hooter was...
They thought it's already over, I guess. That's why he kicked out. Yes, now we can hear it. Yeah.
Well, sometimes like players make a mistake like that, but sometimes as a referee, we also think that I think the game is over. But anyway, like we also get confused because of the players.
Yes.
The scrum.
I guess it's gonna be our last play. And I think if Hong Kong gets the ball, I think this time around they will kick out the ball to just save their energy for the next game.
No scrum. Ball's out.
Yeah. As I told you, they kicked out the ball. It was a great game by Hong Kong and China.
Yeah, it was really a good game. Well, first half it was really tough.
Yes.
Both of them, they made a game of pressure to each team, and we didn't think that who's going to win. But anyway, like congratulations to Hong Kong. The Hong Kong 19 and China is 10. So we'll come back here at 2:10, which the game will be Korea against Malaysia.
Right, see ya.
The next match will be played between South Korea and Malaysia at 2:10.
Alright, here we go, and welcome back to game number. What game are we on, Oscar? We got the sheet there, we can check what game we're on.
For this game is 17th.
Game number 17, and we're back to the men's side of the draw. So we have the Chinese men versus the Sri Lankan men. Both played earlier on this morning, and both had losses. So a couple of L's for these guys. They'll both be looking for a W. The weather outside, it's getting a bit darker, so the lights are in full effect. You can see the shadows starting to stretch across the ground there. So you have myself in the commentary box, Simon Walsh from New Zealand, and Oscar, obviously from South Korea.
Hello, good to see you. Well, actually, I was born in South Korea, but after 4 months, I went to Hong Kong for 4 years, and I lived in England for 3 years. So sometimes I don't think I'm not a Korean.
Really? Who do you support when Hong Kong plays South Korea?
We'll be honest, that's secret.
That's secret. All right, kicking off, and away we go. And the Chinese are running it out from their own 22. Went for a deep kick from the Sri Lankans, and the Chinese are moving across the field.
Well, how do you think about this game?
Well, they both come off losses. Both got some big guys in their team, so it'll be interesting to see. I think in the past you would probably say the Chinese are maybe the favourites. They've got some good athletes, and there's an example of it right there. Just the power and the speed and the pace, and he's going to back himself all the way to the line. No, he's not. Well done from the Sri Lankans to bring him back. But in the end, it's actually number 9 that goes over from China, and that's Ying Hao Gao from China goes over. Scores the opening try for the match.
Well, I thought that the Sri Lanka could able to catch that player, but the supporter was too late, so that's why they just made it. They just gave the ball to make them try.
Oh, I liked how the Sri Lankan man never gave up. He chased them all over the line, and in the end, it was quite lucky that the Chinese managed to get over because the Sri Lankans were coming back on defence, but not quite enough. So just hello to everyone out there watching us on YouTube. If you are watching us on our YouTube channel, we ask you if you could like the channel and follow us. And we always like to see your comments on there as well. In other news, I'm about to give you the update from the Women's Rugby World Cup final. The score, they're currently playing, so if you don't want a spoiler, please turn off the microphone now. New Zealand are currently trailing 29-31. England are ahead by 2 points. Very, very tightly contested over there. All right, back to the game we have at hand now. Oh, a little fumble with the ball. Is the ref going to call that gone back? It has gone back. So we'll carry on from here. Just 5 points in it. Little stab through with the boot. Sort of a Hail Mary, hope and pray kick, I think. I don't know if we had any accuracy on it. little no-look backhander off the ground. It could pay off well for the Chinese. They're going wide. Yep, another no-look pass. These guys are doing some fancy, almost Sonny Bill-like handoffs here. And look up there. Sees there's a lot of traffic ahead of him. That means this space out wide. And, if he managed to pick that up, I think there would have been an opportunity for the Chinese. But slips through his fingers and bounces across the line. So we will get a throw in to the Sri Lankans. Probably the best attacking opportunity they had. They had a little kick through before, which got them down into the half, but the Chinese cleaned it up very well and managed to attack back.
Well, for me, I think this game is going to be really, really tough. Well, like the weather is wet, and also as we saw before the Japan against Philippines, like I said to you that there's no benefit to each team, but also for this game, we cannot imagine that which team is going to win. Also, Sri Lanka, they have a lot of good abilities, so I think they have a good, they can make a good result for this game.
A couple of loose balls going on the Sri Lankan side though, a few drop balls there. Luckily there was a penalty advantage that the referee was playing, so the referee will bring them back for a penalty. I didn't see what the penalty was, but never mind. Tap and go. Here we go again, but a deja vu. They're doing the exact same thing. Hopefully the ball stays. Whoa!
Oh, what a nice offload!
Woohoo! That ball around the corner was money, and right underneath the post, and they score. Oh,
wow, that was really.
I think even the Sri Lankan players are trying to figure out where that ball came from. Look at that! Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, like a well done steak. Oh, tasty.
It was really, really sweet.
Yes, and that puts them right back in it. And with the conversion to come, bang! Over we go. Sri Lanka lead 7-5 over China. That was number 13 from the Sri Lankan team, and that is Tarindra Ratwati. He's gone over there. Out of breath at all. He's ready to go again. Straight back into it. The Sri Lankans are lined up, ready to go. This should lift their spirits. They had a couple of runs with the ball where it was turned over and the Chinese managed to break away, but they're going to go deep here. There's nobody back in the pocket for the Chinese, meaning they have to turn. Automatically puts them all offside, but good, strong run. Runs into a solid tackle though. They'll reset and go back out the back line. Looking to move it across. Big step inside. Back into traffic now. Will the Sri Lankans try to get over that ball? No. Now they're going to go back there. Oh, good hands. Holding onto the leg. Heavy contesting there. Stiff arm, hands them off, back inside. That's the number 3. Mao Wang running like a human buffalo, just smashing people out of the way. Playing a bit of a 15-style game here, the Chinese are just going straight for the guts.
That was really a little bit unlucky.
And unlucky there, knock on by the Chinese, which means they'll turn it over. Carry there. The Chinese man, very strong.
Also to Sri Lanka, they the defense is really, really good. I'm a little bit surprised.
Substitute called here. The man coming on. Beautiful haircut this man carries. He's not only bringing fresh legs, he's bringing some crazy looking hairstyle fashion at the same time. Almost got a... who's the famous singer I'm thinking of here? Little Richie. He's almost got the Little Richie haircut as he comes on the field. Right, the ball there. Going out there. Going to go out about 22. Going across. No, not going to run it this time. Decided to save the legs and just bang it back down. Chinese are going to have to scramble. And just as we talked about the weather coming right, the rain is now pouring down. It's coming down thick and fast. Heavy, heavy rain. I think you might even be able to hear it. I think some of the microphones down on the field might be picking up. Well, you can see it anyway. Yeah. It's torrential, but the microphones might actually picking up how heavy it is, because before it cleared away, but now it's come right back. So this is going to play a major part in how these guys play now. And that ball is going to be very, very slippery. It's going to be like a little trying to hold on to an eel out there. Slippery eel trying to get away from you. Just over 15 seconds left in this half, which means this could be the last play if the Sri Lanka team manages to hold on to it. They're going down the blind side.
Now in this moment, they have to do the basic things. Just do the basic things.
Penalty there. Here's the hooter, so this will be the last play. Will Sri Lanka manage to capitalise on all this pressure? Ooh. Holding on. Oh, he wasn't held. He probably could have gone himself.
No,
but he hasn't been greedy, and it's bouncing around. Oh, finally. Number 9 from Sri Lanka.
The number 9 from Sri Lanka, Srinata Sriambandra. What a nice try. Well, they didn't give up. They just tried to go forward, and look at that.
Yeah, some good feet on the man. He actually came in, came out, bounced back out. In doing so, the Chinese defender had committed himself to the tackle. He ended up going down on his knees, and in the end he goes around, not even touched, and goes down the side. So that takes us into half-time. And surprisingly, it looked like the Chinese were doing quite well in the first few minutes, and the tide turned definitely with Sri Lanka going in half-time 14-5. So what do you think the guys are going to be chatting about at half-time? Probably the weather. They'll be talking about how to hold on to the ball. They don't want to be doing any fancy stuff, because the ball's very, very hard to hold on to out there.
Yeah, for me, as I said to you before, I was a manager and a translator for a national team, and if I go there and have a speak with the players, our head coach always said to the players, just do the basic things like that. But I think also right now it's going to be quite similar as what our head coach said to the players, just do the basic things, go to the space like that.
I think that that first try from Sri Lanka, that round the back ball with this one here, that was magical. I think he'll be telling stories of how many players were actually on him, how he got that ball away. But the proof is in the pudding. Look at that try and look at that replay. It's a beautiful try. We'll take a break here, and we'll see you back here for the second half of the game. Very quick break, and we're back. Boys are refreshed, boys are ready to go. Boys look like they just come out of the swimming pool. That's how wet they are. Yes. We might be able to save some water for the planet. We won't need showers after the game. The boys have had plenty of showers out there as it is. Here we go. Change of direction on the restart. They've gone out here to the left side. Sri Lanka's up for the task. Bit of a floater. Those can be dangerous. Oh, the old no show, no dummy and go. Stepping left, stepping right, going back up the guts. Good secure ball for Sri Lanka. Now they look to move it. Coming out wide. There's plenty of defence there for the Chinese. But Sri Lanka are making ground. And cheeky little arm gets in there, manages to scoop it back. The ref has called play on. So this could end up working out okay for Sri Lanka. You have to be careful now. They can't tackle the man on the ground. You have to let him play it. Yep. And the referee has called that. Once the man goes to the ground as he slides on the ball like that, you have to let him be able to retake his feet. So Sri Lanka guilty of tackling the man on the ground, and penalty for China.
I think that was a little bit high.
All right, so we'll take another re-tap there. China starting to go through. They'll be wanting to score next. The score is 14-5. 9 points in it. They won't want to let the scoreboard tick over too much. They want to get back into the game, though, to be the next one to score. Not enough juice on that ball. I think maybe our man there didn't have enough lunch at lunchtime because, that ball kind of floated out there and there's no one there. All right, these passes are starting to look a little ugly.
Oh.
Need to get back to their gameplay. There were some nice passes earlier on. The slippery pill again. Here we go. And as a result of that ball just sort of bouncing around and passes not...
What a nice dive.
I think that's something Phelps would be proud of. That looked like almost an Olympic swimming pool dive for the 100-metre start, the way he dived in there. I think he's going for the... that's what it was, eh? Foot on the ball. Perfectly legal. You can actually play it with your foot. When the man went to pick it up, it wasn't in ruck form. And then, casual as you like, come in, bit of a swan dive at the end.
I think that player missed the swimming pool.
They're asking what he thought of his dive at the end, and he's shaking his head like, well, I could have done better. Maybe he'll get another chance. Plenty of time left, so maybe he'll get another chance coming up. The score is now 21-5. That means it's a 17-point ball game. So it is running away from the Chinese. They are going to have to do something if they want to stay in this game. Just waiting for a ball. It seems like even the ball boys can't hold onto the ball. It's that slippery. So we get it back out there to restart. All right, away we go. Ref calls time on again. Let's see if we can get this ball away.
Now we have 4 minutes and 10 seconds.
So the Sri Lankans are using the same tactic. They're going over the top, and there's no sweeper for the Chinese. So when the Chinese are getting the ball, the pressure is on. But they have managed to slice open this defence, and if they can hold on the ball, they're going to have a really good opportunity. One-on-one the fend, and yes, he gets through.
Look at that. That was a brilliant power, brilliant balance.
Number 11, Ji-tak Duwale Tibeki. He has a very interesting, very long Chinese last name. So his name is almost as long as his legs as he strides out there all the way to the finish. Big man on little man. Yes, have to go a bit lower. He managed to get a hand on his shorts, but this wet weather comes very hard to hold on to. And he's gone around under the sticks, which gives his team the opportunity to convert, which they have done. Bringing the score a little bit closer. They want to get the ball back now, the Chinese. So what are they going to do? They're going to do a nice short restart, possibly too short. Yes. And they'll bring it back. Too short there. Hasn't gone to 10 metres. Could be costly for the Chinese. That was a really good opportunity for them to actually camp down here, put a bit more pressure on the Sri Lankans. And the Sri Lankans are not going to be in a hurry. There is 2 minutes 40 on the clock. They're going to want to slow this down. Yes, they're going to want to score again, but they don't want the Chinese to score again. So if it comes to them scoring or the Chinese scoring or no one scoring, they're probably going to want no one scoring or them scoring. So they want to slow the ball down, keep it in hand. So there might have been a Chinese hand in there, so it could be play on.
I think that was a knock-on before that.
If it wasn't the second one, certainly was. So the referee has called that a knock on, so it will be a Chinese scrum, and we're going to get some substitutes, some fresh legs going out there. With just 2 minutes to play, both teams are looking to use their bench, get some players out there. This man has a plaster on his eye. I'm not sure it's actually doing anything. Looks like it's just hanging on there. Is it a plaster or a tissue that's just been picked up from him sliding around on the field? It's almost got that Nelly look from back, I don't know if anyone listens to Nelly, it was back in the 2000s. The plaster on the face was quite a fashionable accessory. Maybe that's what he's got out there. Anyway, there we go again. The Chinese have got the ball. They wanted to score next and score quickly, so we'll give them some more time. Here we are to our big man on the outside. He ran well, carries well, passes off. Bit of a no man's land pass going out the back. People are starting to slip off a few tackles here. I don't know if that's fatigue or the weather. And just as I talk about the weather, there's a drop ball out there. That ball is very, very slippery. So we have a knock on and a scrum called. I can see a lot of people walking over there. It's probably not in the best interest for the Chinese to be walking to the scrum because they want that ball to go quickly, but the Sri Lankans are definitely not in a hurry to set the scrum. We just have under a minute left to play. And with the difference being 9 points, that means the Chinese will need to score twice in a minute. Not impossible, but it is a tough ask.
Substitution from Sri Lanka. Well, I think Chinese could make a score in 1 minute, but the thing is that they have to focus onto the ball, do not make a mistake.
So the Sri Lankans have actually done a tight head on that scrum, and they've turned it over, and they've juggled with the ball, but it's gone backwards. There's a little fancy goosey step, and he's looking for support. They're not in a hurry. Maybe a little chip. Oh, it's been charged down. That's the last thing the Sri Lankans want. They'd rather hold on to the ball than charge it down. And then the Chinese have done well to win this back. There's a big hole right in the middle of the field. It's closed quickly.
Now we have 20 seconds. We have 20 seconds.
I think the time is not on the Chinese side here. They probably running out of time. The defence can hold up. They would want to score before it runs out of time so they can take the quick and get one more play. Just a few seconds left on the clock. It might be just a last try. Oh, now it really opens up. He's got a two-man overman lap. Hooter's gone, so that'll be the game, but they've given it to a speedster on the outside. He still wants to play, but the Sri Lankans aren't going to give it to him easy. He's so close. Oh, no! Oh, no!
He missed the ball.
There's a lot of chat going on. Who's blaming who? The referee has called. I don't know what he's called yet. He's having a chat to his sideline members. From what it looked like here, I think what he's saying is, to me it looked like the Chinese have dropped the ball. The Chinese are saying there was a hand in there, but let's see what they end up calling. It's not going to make a difference at the end of the day. There is a 9-point gap. If they score, if they don't score. But the Chinese are obviously want to get more points because that's going to look better on the scoreline. Let's have a look here. He's called it a deliberate knockdown by the Sri Lankan player, which means it is a professional foul. He'll go to the bin. It won't matter anyway because the game is over after this play, but the Chinese will have one more roll of the dice, which means they could potentially pull that scoreline in a little bit closer. Well, there we go. Penalty try. Just as I said, they're going to pull in closer. They have pulled in closer. So penalty try. Because it's penalty try, conversion is not needed. It's a full 7 points. So it'll be 19-21. A win for the Sri Lankan men over the Chinese. And just to give you an update on what's going on in the Women's World Cup, if you're not watching, or if you don't want to watch, please close your ears. It's changed over once more. Now New Zealand is ahead of England 34-31. There is only 2 minutes left on the clock. It's a nail biter over there. So we will join you back again for the next game. It's a very entertaining rugby, both from the Sri Lankan and from the Chinese men's team. See you shortly.
Coming back for the second game of the day between Japan and China.
So this is the second of the semi-finals for the plate. The Chinese men's team and the Japanese men's team. So we have the Chinese men's team in a black strip with red, and the Japanese men's team in a blue strip with white shoulders. So just as we mentioned earlier, we love to have you guys viewing us on the YouTube channel, and we see your comments. So we love all the support for all the Asian teams that are playing today. So give your team a shout out, chuck your flag up there. We love to see it. There look to be some fairly large units in that Japanese team, possibly some power runners. And not a good start so far from the Japanese. Overcooked that one, so we'll go back to the halfway for a Chinese restart. So Japan will probably be a little bit disappointed. They suffered a couple of losses yesterday, which pushes them down into the plate rather than the cup. So they'll want to look to make redemption for that and look to possibly put a big score on here. But obviously the Chinese won't want to be letting them do that. Chinese feed to the scrum.
Good scrum over there by and good pickup from the scrum half, and let's see if good support.
Nice tackle there, bootlace tackle by the Japanese. Very quick line speed, very quick line speed. They're coming up, not letting the Chinese have any time or space. Putting the halfback in there, but he managed to get up, get the ball out. Look at their line speed, but the ball
really
is faster,
nice.
and they managed to get it out. Now, little
Good step inside and outside by the Chinese.
fence is holding, but then really nice fin, and the wheels come on. Here we go. All the way to the line is number 7 for China, Aoki Huang. I think you only need to give this Chinese a little sniff and they'll go through your defensive line. So the Japanese are going to have to sharpen up and tighten up those holes. Conversion is successful. So far 7-0 to China. That all came from a Japanese mistake on the kickoff. Maybe a little bit too keen. They just wanted to get that right on the money, but they didn't. They managed to kick it out, which gave the Chinese the first attacking opportunity, which they did not disappoint for us. They went through and scored. So now it's the Chinese turn to kick, competed with very well by the Chinese, and they've managed to take it back. Tap and go. Referee's got the arm out. Not back 10 for the Japanese. So they'll have a free roll of the dice here. And same option, they're going to go wide.
Pass there.
I'm not sure the referee's put his arm down. Maybe that advantage is over, even though the Chinese have gone back 20 metres. So,
Great dummy right
look
there.
at that.
And he has the speed right there.
This man is a salesman. He sold that dummy, and everyone bought it.
Bought it for free.
This guy should be working for Amazon the way he sold that dummy. Get this man on the payroll. I think even our cameraman bought that. We sort of had to look where the ball was. We had to lean over the table and see where it's gone. So bang, bang. Nice dummy off the foot. Yes, left his man for dust and he was away.
He got the side stab, he got the speed, and he managed to score the try. That was really awesome.
And second try for the number 7, Aoki Huang. This man might be a superstar. Possibly 2 touches of the ball, 2 tries. And Japan will look to take this cleanly this time. So far they've been starved of the ball. And once again, no, not this time. The Chinese have knocked it on.
Unlucky that it was knock on there.
So this will be the first ball the Japanese have actually had. So finally they'll get some ball. Not the best field position. They are on their own half. Time for the Chinese to show us their defence. And if they can stop the Japanese breaking out of their own half. Powerful scrum by the Chinese, but the Japanese managed to hold on. Now putting
Nice
some
time.
footwork on.
Step for the Japanese to grab the opportunity to attack the line.
Coming back to the left. Ball nicely out in front. Bringing his man into space. The Chinese are up for the task. They managed to come across and shut it down. Chinese carrying the ball in two hands. The Chinese aren't quite sure where he's going to go. But unfortunately there, the referee's deemed the Japanese man has come in on an angle. So it will be a penalty to China, who opt to go for the scrum. And for those watching at home, why would you go for a scrum and not a tap? Sometimes when you tap the ball, the defensive line can be set, whereas when you do a scrum, it brings all the defensive players in, gives you the opportunity to have much more space out wide. What do you think the Chinese are going to do here?
I think, like you said, like they are going to pass out wide right now.
Maybe they're looking for their superstar
Yeah.
number 7. Is he out there somewhere? Is he going to do another one of those dummies?
Yes.
So it's a cut ball,
Very
and
nice.
this time it's number 5, Cheng Chun Chan, who's going to go right in under the post for a very
Took a
well
small
worked
gap there,
move.
yeah.
It was that wraparound ball that left the Japanese defense confused, allowing number 5 to go right through the hole there.
It was a nice move there, actually.
Yes, nice set plays. Nice when those set plays come off. I know at training you drill them again and again and again, but it's always different when you have a defense running at you.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like Mike Tyson says, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. Similar with rugby. You have a plan until a guy's flying up wanting to smash you. But the Chinese have done very well there and pulled off their move.
There's a few seconds left before the first half end. Maybe Japan gonna show something from this to receive the kickoff by the Chinese.
Just a half a minute to go.
Oh, but
And the referee's deemed that gone 10. They managed to pop that back. Again, we talk about how crucial it is to take these restarts. And the Chinese will have an opportunity to attack, possibly get some more points before they go in at half-time. They look to come the blind side. Bang, bang. It's number 7 once again,
he's
showing
gonna
us
make the
all
hat-trick
his
there.
tricks. And going in for his 3rd try, number 7, Aoki Huang.
Such a brilliant run right there.
This man is a superstar. Maybe there might be some European selectors watching this guy. Boom, bang, step, gone. Oh.
He really got a nice footwork right there.
And he goes through. Unable to go under the post, though. The Japanese defense have come back and stopped them going under. And as a result, the conversion is quite difficult, and China are unable to convert that try, which means we will go into half-time. China ahead, 26-0 over Japan.
First half of the match has just finished with China leading Japan with a score of 26-0. The second half of the match will resume after 2 minutes break.
Here we go again for the second half. Will the Chinese continue their dominant performance, or have the Japanese received a inspirational halftime speech that is going to let them back in the game?
So Simon, what do you think? What should the Japanese do for this second half to redeem from the first half?
Well, they need some ball. That's probably the simple answer. They haven't had any ball. The Chinese have done very well to starve them of possession.
Because as you can see, every kickoff the Chinese managed to get the ball.
And here we
back.
go again.
Yeah.
Just as we talk about it, the Chinese, wow,
Yeah.
I'm going to eat my words now. Just as I talk about the Chinese getting the ball back, the Japanese player has stolen it and managed to truck his way up the field.
But let's see.
And yes, the referee has his arm out. The Chinese didn't manage to get back on side, so even though that ball has popped out,
Yeah,
it'll
penalty to
be
Japanese
an
right now.
advantage to the Japanese. They look to tap and go quickly. They want to get points on the board. Now's a very good opportunity for them to attack. Standing in the tackle, able to offload. Looking to offload again, but the Chinese have shut him down. Now they look to go wide. Inside step, outside step. They still hold on to the ball. Still going forward. Now they go down the blind. One man to beat. The fin comes out. Can he make it all the way? Yes, he can.
Nice try by number 9, Taisei Hayashi.
Yes, very good run. And just shifting the ball to the other hand. And a little bit higher from the Chinese defender there. And that last fin was enough to get him over the line. Yeah, that's called the old palm in the face, which is not comfortable. So, first blood in the second half for the Japanese. Conversion unsuccessful. But now we have a game on our hands. Can they get the ball back and do some
Great
fancy like
catch
that
by
before?
Chinese player.
Very good strength by the number 9 from the Chinese to hold his man up. Yes, Japan managed to get it back, contesting well over the ruck. Now he taps and goes, but the referee has called it not on the mark. You have to be careful there. Tried to take it quickly, but not on the mark, so they'll come back. Still the Japanese have the ball. He's our razzle-dazzle man before who scored a try. Too high on him. So a couple of penalties in a row here now for the Chinese, giving the Japanese the opportunity to attack. Just stepping left, stepping right. The defence is holding though. It's the third penalty. This time the quick tap is good. He's carrying the ball in one hand, looking to go. Couldn't offload, but places the ball and picks and goes again. A little kick over the top. I'm not sure his teammates knew that was coming though, but
Was it a try?
that looked a little too casual for the Chinese jogging back there. Looked for all money that they had that covered. Looks like the number 1 is not really going full. Wow. I think the ball... Whoa, that looks like we could have a try there.
Let's see what's the referee's call.
The referees are having a little chat on the sideline, but from up here, it looks as if though the Japanese could have pulled off a mini miracle here. I think the Chinese defender may be regretting his casualness jogging back and not competing for that ball. So there we go, and
As it was a try.
the try is given. Look at that.
Yes, it was a try.
Inches in it.
Yes, but it was really a good run by the Japanese.
I think, yes, finally we get the score on the board. Even our scorekeeper was a little confused as to what was going on there. We're trying to figure out whether the try was scored or not, but it has been scored. Points on the board. Just 16 points. Japanese have scored twice so far. They go high again.
Catch by Chinese.
Yeah, lots of strength there from the Chinese holding their player up. So far in the second half, the Chinese unable to get out of their half. But good opportunity now. Number 9 holds the ball. Looks for the support. Nice tackle around the bootlaces. They look to recycle. Going wide now. The Japanese defense up for the task. Pushing them back. They look to go again. Holes starting to appear in that defense, and as a result, number 5 is having a free run down the side. He's going to push it out, stretch the legs, go all the way. Casual as you like, right underneath, not quite in the 6. The Japanese player managed to get back. Number 5 for China is Chang Shun Shan. Canters his way all the way down to the try line there.
Number 5 from China scored a try and scored 5 points.
Tell you what, I do like the look of that Chinese strip, that black with the red. I'll have to go buy me one of those if they are available for sale. What do you think? A nice looking top?
For me, it is nice.
Maybe that's not black. It could be.
It is black.
Is it?
Which one?
So just as we talked about a Japanese comeback, the Chinese managed to get some points for themselves. And the coach of the Chinese team just moving the troops around a little bit there. We have just under a minute and a half to play in the second half. So with 21 points ahead, the Chinese may have just done enough to secure this victory already and possibly want to slow the game down slightly. Referee calls time on as we wait for the restart.
Yes. Deep back.
So a different option this time. They've gone deep. They have done a lot of short balls, which they'll be contesting. But maybe that what the coach called. Start to put it back a bit deeper. And as a result, Japanese have been able to get, and foot has gone into touch. So the number 8 for China looked to take it quickly, but I think he heard a few screams in the background, possibly to slow it down. Probably not in the Chinese best interest to speed the game up at the moment. Look at that, very good tackle, very good defence. Hands go up from the Chinese coach, he's very happy. And yeah, that was about as straight as a question mark.
Yeah.
So almost a boomerang there. It almost came back to the hooker. That's how bent that thing was.
And the Japanese are up for the scrum.
I think a blind man could have seen that wasn't straight. So yes, it'll be scrum to the Japanese. And a ball feed here, an opportunity for them to get a few more points. Probably the last play, as the hooter will go very shortly. Yep, so it will be a victory to China, but
great run.
the last say will come down to the Japanese. They run into heavy traffic. Good counter ruck by the Chinese. They look to push over this.
Very good clear ruck by the Chinese player.
And they have done successfully. They committed more players to the ruck, managed to push over. And just as we talk about the Japanese having the final say, it will be the Chinese who tap, kick it out, and secure a very convincing and very entertaining win for China, 31-10 over Japan. What do you think? Chinese happy with that win?
Of course, you can see the smile on the face, and they are going for the final plate, I guess. Final plate, yeah.
So just as I was talking about impressive haircuts, we get another one on the screen. That's more like it. Party in the front and party in the back on that one.
I believe so, Simon.
So we will take a break and we'll let you view these highlights, some impressive highlights from the Chinese, and we'll join you back here for the start of the Cup semi-finals.